Welcome into wagertalk.com. We're talking Monday Night Football, NFL style, alongside Marco in Vegas. Marco D'Angelo from wagertalk.com and also Tony Finn from wagertalk.com. We got the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field, 47 being the total, -4. Green Bay Packers laying at home, of course, on ESPN, Monday Night Football. A lot of tickets written here, Marco. How'd you look to bet the Packers and Lions?
Well, you look at this one, Drew, and you look at Detroit. They're 2-1-1 coming off a bye week. But you could argue that this team easily could be 4-0. They blew that game the first week of the season. Big lead on Arizona. Clock management issues with Matt Patricia gave Arizona the opportunity to come back and tie that game. They ended up with a tie in that. And then their last game as they went into the bye week against Kansas City, 34-30. They played them right down to the wire. They could have won that ball game. So we could have a 4-0 team here. Instead, we got a 2-1-1 team. They need to win this game against Green Bay. Stock on Green Bay, back up after the Dallas win on Sunday. And that game wasn't even as close as the final score. It was 34-24. But Green Bay had a big lead. Dallas got a couple second half scores to make it look better. For me, it's a division game, and I think the value is going to be on the under in this game. You know that when we have these standalone TV games, the Sunday nights, the Monday night games, the public's betting one way. They don't want to sit and bet an under and sit there and root for no scoring, especially when you got Aaron Rodgers on the field, and you're going to look at these two teams' last games. Detroit, 34-30 game. Green Bay, 34-24 game. We're looking at a total of 47. What's the public going to do? The public's going to bet the over. I think the play here is the under. The fact that it is a division game and it is a very meaningful division game. Also, you see teams have a tendency to play closer to the vest. Plus, you know your opponent better because it's a division game, so you know what to take away, the strengths and weaknesses of the other opponent. I like the under, but if you're going to follow me and bet the under, I say wait till Monday. Let the public get that money in there that'll come on Monday. They're going to bet the over. Your best spot will be probably about an hour to 90 minutes before game time, but the same token, the sharps will be looking for that peak as well for the total to go up. They'll jump in and look at the under. Okay,
NFC North matchup here, Monday Night Football, Packers, Lions. Do you agree with Marco on the under here?
Yes, I would agree, especially to throw a couple other pieces in on that is that especially you can wait and find out if Adams is going to be playing.
Yep.
If he's not playing, really like the under. And if Slay and Diggs on the other end, on the secondary for the Lions are healthy and they're playing, I like the under even more. Throw in something, there's rumors that Hawkinson, the great tight end for Detroit, is still at the big house crying over last week's game, so he may not be playing too, which I really like the under too. Really, there's some injury questions at this point in time since we're doing this video. It's just Wednesday, so I will say this. Matthew Stafford, this Detroit team, it's funny you said that 4-0 or 2-1-1 because I'd written that too, and I wrote in my notes was that you can make an argument this team could be 4-0. You can also make an argument this team could be 0-4.
All close games. Okay.
You could make that argument. I mean, they could have lost in Arizona. Let's put it this way. I wrote an article. They did an update on the team wins for Detroit, and they kept it at 7.5 after they had tied Arizona. And I said, listen, it's possible they would go into the Philly game or into week 7 or 8 without a win. If you look at their schedule, I think they're in pretty good shape right now, 2-1. They have to like it. But Matthew Stafford and this Detroit team has not been good against teams that have 500 record or better. Detroit's about 6-12 against the number. And I believe, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know this for a fact, but I started counting them today because I was interested. And just roughly, really quick, it said Stafford was in his career was like 9-50 when he was a starting quarterback for teams. Straight up against teams who had winning records. So
good stuff,
there's a lot of reasons to like what Marco's suggesting.
Yeah, Marco, good stuff. And quick handicapping question, because it is Monday night. You said 60 to 90 minutes before the game, look to bet the under. Is there a reason not maybe 5 minutes before the game?
Well, because
shut out.
What's going to end up happening is the sharps look for the peak, and they're going to come in and bet it, and you'll start to see it. It's just like here, now that you're living in Vegas, Drew, you'll see fights here in Vegas. You'll see the favorite, the price will go down on the favorite on the day of the fight because The public that wants to go watch that fight maybe in a sports bar or actually at the venue, they're going to bet the dog because they want to make small money into big money. So they're all betting those small bets, betting the dogs. Well, it ends up adding up, and the books have to bring the price down on the favorite. And then what ends up happening, the sharp bettors come in with big bets late on the favorite and grab. So you're trying to beat the sharps that are going to go to the market too to get it. That's why I do it. And I'll throw one other stat out there that I forgot about that leads to the under as well. I think Detroit is going to try to run the football in this ball game. Green Bay, that is the one thing that they have not done well this year. 26th in the league, allowing 138 yards per game on the ground. If Detroit can get that running game going, that'll make things easier for Stafford, but it's also going to keep that clock moving.
Great breakdowns for Monday Night Football, guys. Liking the under here. And remember, $9 Monday at wagertalk.com and sportsmemo.com. All daily packages for Monday's action are only $9, including any 5% best bets normally priced at $40.